we plan on being here together. And so we thank the brothers who have journeyed from all over the country. And the reality is that you are the lightning rod. If you had not planted the seed, we might not be here today. Had you not planted the seed, and had it not been nurtured by people like Michelle Smith and Mother Jamala Rogers, we may not be here today if it had not been for these brothers who we understand nobody can tell their story like they tell their story. And they're absolutely right. And we're standing here with them because we're prepared to give them the push. We're prepared to give them the nudge. We're prepared to pull them when they become frustrated. We're standing here with our brothers and our sisters wrongfully convicted throughout this country. And we realize it does not start with Chris or Kevin.
No, it doesn't.
It does not start with Lamar. But it should end with them.
Yeah.
We understand that this isn't new. And that we have prayed for justice. We have cried for justice. We have marched for justice. We have protested for justice. We have gone to jail for justice.
Yeah.
This isn't new. But we understand that before there was no one to tell their story the way they can tell their stories. But we have been out here. Please don't think that we haven't been out here. Myself, Dr. Gould, we spoke at the public hearing to get that Senate bill passed. The NAACP President Ron Chappell. We spoke at that hearing. We contributed to get that bill passed. We weren't just sitting around praying somewhere. We weren't just sitting around marching somewhere. We understood that legislation had to happen, that policy change had to happen. And so we went right in this building and we stood with Senator Williams and we said, we support this bill. Don't be fooled of the things that happen, not in the streets, the things that happen in the suites. We've met with the Attorney General, preachers, civil rights leaders. And we said we will hold you accountable next year as you seek to be something else. We will hold you accountable for what you do in this season.
Yes, we will.
We've met with the governor who claims to be a good Baptist and said, wait a minute, as another good Baptist, our Bible says, thou shalt not kill. Our Bible talks about forgiveness. And then finally, though, we were clear, Kenneth. Why do you need to create legislation to set someone free who did nothing?
Right.
And we challenge them on that. And we will continue to challenge them on their BS, on their politics, on their agendas. But we, as Kenneth said, we can't do it by ourselves. As a church, we understood we couldn't do it by ourselves. As the NAACP, can't do it by yourself. OBS, can't do it by yourself. It's all of us. And you're right. We don't have to walk to the beat of the same drummer to get this done. Unity does not mean uniformity. And we are not divided. We've just been disconnected. But these brothers, Kenneth and others, believe it or not, y'all are connecting us. Y'all are bringing the pieces together. And no longer will we be the tail light. With the strength of these brothers, with the wisdom of people like Mother Jamala and others, we're going to get this done. And we're going to be a headlight for justice. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Yes.
The next speaker is former Chair Emeritus, founding member, Organization for Black Struggle, Mother Jamala Rogers.
Yeah.
The movement.
Good afternoon. Thank you. We are in a devilish place here. We are between the Missouri Supreme Court building and the State House building. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Pure evil, y'all. That's the difference between these two buildings. The man working hand in hand with each other. When it comes to our lives, our families, our future. I'm Jamala Rogers. I'm here on behalf of the organization Black Struggle. Been around 41 years dealing with this foolishness. We've watched brothers and sisters go in and not come out. We've watched brothers and sisters go in these cages and come out
Good, how are you?
half a person.
Yes, yes, he came over and introduced
We
himself.
have watched brothers and sisters come out
Yeah, he did.
that
Thank
are
you very
broken
much.
in spirit and
We
in
need to
body.
get somebody to take our picture together.
These
We will,
places
we
are
will.
not healthy places, y'all. If we send them there to be rehab, it ain't working.
That's
Only
right.
the strongest survive. But I want you to know that these folks, the elected officials both in both houses,
Corey Bush is
Missouri
supposed
voters
to
put
be
them
here.
there.
Is she? That'd be nice. That'd be really nice.
The prosecutors in St. Louis and KC who looked at these cases and said, something's wrong. These
Right.
brothers need to be exonerated. We also elected them.
Yeah.
We have today some petitions from our partners of Color of Change. In December of 2019, we delivered 25,000 signatures from people all over the country that said Lamar Johnson needs to be free. Since then, we collected another 35,000. So that's what we're going to be taking to Eric Schmidt today. So he's had 60,000 people from across this country, and Kenneth was right when he said, this ain't about boundaries, state boundaries. Wrongful convictions is across this land, no matter if you're in Michigan, Missouri, Mississippi. On the way down here, I was reading some of the comments. You know, you have a comment section on those petitions. Some of them weren't too nice. I wish I could read them, but you heard what I said? I wish I could read them. Time does not permit me. But I can tell you that when folks see what the details and the facts are about this case, they are outraged. As well they should be. I didn't even know about Chris Dunn's case. But that just lets you know there are people here that we don't know. And why should the folks who are fighting for their innocence, for justice, have to rely on the good graces of organizations like the NAACP, Centurion Ministry, the Innocent Project? Because if your case don't come before those kind of people, you're going to languish.
Yep.
These are expensive cases to bring back.
Yep.
And I applaud anybody that got out. And we know that there's several of Missouri who are out, wrongfully convicted or out. They didn't get out because of the good graces of the Attorney General or a prosecutor.
That's right.
It was people like you and me that said, no, we're not going to stand for it. You see what the facts are? What's wrong with you? So what we are here today for, let's just be very clear about this. It's about this right here, but it's about this man here doing his job.
Yeah.
And if I didn't read nothing else from these things, that's what people were saying. And they had a few choice words before then, but basically they're saying, do your damn job.
That's right.
Your job is about bringing about justice and truth. What is it that you don't understand about these cases? We need to take a look at not just these two cases, y'all, but Chris Dunn and anybody else that says they wrongfully convicted. We need to put them on a fast track, y'all.
Yes.
The fast track like the McClaskeys got, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That's the kind of fast track where you take the pen and say, they pardoned, they free. And these folks were seen brandishing guns and threatening people. No problem with doing that. So what is it about these cases? Kevin Strickland, Chris Dunn. Okay, y'all said the answer, they got the wrong color skin. But it cannot be about color, y'all. It's about justice. It's about justice. So I want you to stand strong. Realize that you're in the belly of the beast here in Missouri, particularly Jeff City. And
Yeah.
know that these people are not going to move based on you appealing to their morality. They're not
Because they
going
don't
to
have
move
none.
because you're appealing to their compassion.
That's
They're
right.
not going to move because they're appealing to their humanity. They have none of that. They've proven that, y'all. What they understand is pressure from a united front of people
Yeah.
across race, across religion, that says we're not taking it no more.
Yeah.
That's what I want you to stand here, leave here with the understanding that we are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones that Kevin and Lamar and Chris have been waiting for. We got to be united, we got to get more organized, and we got to send a message to these people that we elected, that we're paying y'all. I should have added that. We
Yeah.
pay them to do this. I remember one time Fred Hampton said, why are we paying police to kick our asses?
Right.
Same thing with him. Why are we paying them to kick our asses? No. This is no stop. We are very glad that the National Organization of Exonerees has joined this struggle. They're new, they're energetic, they're joining people who've been doing this for since longer than 40 years. Because they passed the baton to OBS when we were founded in 1980. So people been doing this work, y'all, but we got to accelerate it. They taking in too many of our brothers and sisters and affecting families all across this country. We putting a stop to it, y'all. So just say to yourself, this shit ends right now, today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up